There are gyms exclusively for women and hotels that offer female-only floors. Well, this morning, a ladies-only transportation company is almost ready to go, but it might run into some trouble with the law. Vinita Nair hit the streets of New York this morning to hail a cab.
Good morning, that's right. We wanted to hail a taxi in New York City at random to prove a point that the vast majority of drivers are men, although one company is hoping to change that.
I used to drive before.
Taxis?
Yes, I used to drive a black car.
Dinora De Cruz was one of the first drivers to be recruited by She Rides. She says the decision to leave her old company, where there were hardly any other female drivers, was easy.
When you would pull up, what would passengers say?
They will say that, especially women, they feel much comfortable with a woman driver.
Why more comfortable?
If I have to call somebody to go pick me up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the airport, go anywhere, I would prefer 100%. I would feel more comfortable.
Catering specifically to women is exactly why Stella Mateo created She Rides. The ride-sharing service and corresponding app will launch in New York City, Westchester County, and Long Island, New York on Monday.
I wanted to create an service that would empower women financially and personally. And being the mother of 2 daughters growing up, I had to shuttle my daughters around after school programs while I was working. So I always thought if I knew a woman driver, I would feel more comfortable driving my daughters around.
It's one of the latest options in the growing car service market powered by smartphones. But She Rides provides a niche opportunity, a ride for women, driven by women. When a woman opens up the She Rides app and requests a ride, a female driver is tapped in the neighborhood to pick up the fare. When the app launches next week, She Rides will use women drivers already aligned with established car services. The company plans to recruit more of its own drivers in the coming months. Mateo wants her business to provide job opportunities specifically for women, but some call her ambition gender discrimination.
You know, there are women they don't want to go to a gym with men. They have an option to go to a female gym. You have an option with a gynecologist. If you don't want to see a male, you don't feel comfortable, you have the option to go with a female. This is about opportunities and options for women.
Well, on the employment side, I see a real problem.
Law professor Sam Stryker is an expert in employment discrimination at New York University.
In general, the rule of law is that just because customers want someone of a certain race or sex or national origin, you cannot accede to those wishes. You are engaging in discrimination when you do that.
She Rides drivers will hit the road on Monday. Dinora De Cruz says she can't wait for the new clientele.
They have told me, oh, you're an excellent driver. I like the way you drive.
Well, I will agree, women just drive better in general.
Yes, I know that.
As for the taxi we hailed at random, good morning, sir. Mateo says that her company will be up and running on Monday, but the law professor that we spoke to, Charlie, said there could be some roadblocks.
Thanks, Vinita.
Yeah, indeed.